Beginner music on a budget. You can find lots of things to use for instruments right around your house. And if you have a little bit of a budget, you can find things even at the dollar store. And I'm going to show you how. If you're using your voice, that's the best instrument you have and you don't need any money for it. But if you want to amplify your voice, you can get a fun echo mic from the dollar store, or you can make your own. Paper towel tube, some sparkly paper, or you can leave it plain or color it with marker, some duct tape, and this is paper towel covered with foil to make the top of the microphone. It doesn't amplify your voice, but it is fun just to get the concept of singing into a microphone. One of our beginner instruments are rhythm sticks. You can use real sticks. Okay, I just went out in the backyard. I didn't sand these down or anything like that, but I certainly could. Then think about other things that are this size, made out of wood or not. Big, wooden, chunky knitting needles. Big straws. So these are nice and really lightweight. Little stir sticks. Crayons. Even some teeny tiny pipsqueak markers. Those are great for little hands. See what you can come up with. Paper towel tubes make great homemade boom whackers. You can use them as drumsticks. You can even tap it on your head. Another beginner instrument, drums. Now, drums, super easy to find things around the house to drum on. Big yogurt containers with the lid or oatmeal containers make great drums. Putty containers, tissue boxes, frisbees, sits on their lap. You can use containers you find at the dollar store. You could get 2 of them to then use as bongos. And depending on how loud you want music time to be, you can let your kids explore in the kitchen. You know, lots of kids started playing the drums on pots and pans. Something else we use in beginner music are scarves. Not a musical instrument, but something we use for music and movement. Now at home, you might have actual scarves to use. You might have bandanas, kitchen towels, bath hand towels, or pillowcases. Let's see what the dollar store has. Okay, I see things for scarves, maybe even these sparkly pom-poms to wave around. Plastic Easter eggs. There are microphones there. Containers of all shapes and sizes. And this is a perfect drum shape. There are even little cat toys that have little jingle balls in them. So those could be little shaker eggs. It's almost Easter, so this is a great time to go out and find some. I picked up a bag of rice at the dollar store. And so this rice will go into each one of these eggs, get sealed up. You can hot glue them and also tape them. Now, if you don't want to use rice, you could put salt, sugar, sand, beans. I'm gonna go and do that and I'll show you what it turns out like. There goes the rice. Snap it closed. I'm gonna fill the rest of these. This is a great activity to do. Everybody can help measure out the rice and pick their favorite. Now I have a whole bowl of Easter shaker eggs. I have my little drum container and I'm going to put the shaker eggs inside it. Plenty of room left for other instruments. I have my drum box with some instruments in it, ready to go when I want to make music. And some of the best instruments we can use are the ones we already have. Our voices, our hands, our feet, our laps. We can make music without having to have a musical instrument. We have a great instrument with our voice, and we can use our body and our hands and our feet. That's a great way to get started, just learning to clap along to the beat. I hope that helps, and check out my video where you can be a part of my music class. Join me for beginner music class on my next video. See you there. Here are some of my music book recommendations, not to learn music, but to read about music. Mole Music by David McPhail. You can see the mole is playing the violin under the ground. Wild Symphony by Dan Brown. It's the same Dan Brown that wrote the Da Vinci Code and composed the music that's inside. This one actually connects with an app that you can play the music while you're reading it. Really cool, super fun. And it shows different animals and the different habitats and what the sounds might be like for those animals and where they live. And then there are books about songs. This is What a Beautiful Name. And this is Brooke Littlewood's song, What a Beautiful Name, talking about Jesus. And so this goes on a cute little adventure with Oliver and Leo. And they are searching for the name above all names. And there's another book that is by musician Ellie Holcomb, and that's a beautiful picture book called Who Sang the First Song? So I recommend that one too. I hope that you'll add some of these to your library, or maybe go check them out at the library and you can read about music.